You're listening to the best local sports show. Boots, Bats and Balls on Six Towns Radio.
Hello, I'm Ross Hancock and you join me here at the Britannia Stadium in the Wanton Suite, where I'm here for Six Towns Radio for a mastermind evening with a twist. It's a Stoke City twist, of course. Stoke City Ladies, the Community Trust and the Old Boys are all here tonight to help raise some much needed funds for the ladies and the Community Trust. Joining us now from Stoke City Ladies is Lou Roberts. So it's been a superb few years for Stoke City Ladies, especially the treble last year. So it's a bright future for the club, isn't it?
Definitely, I think, we're going in the right direction. We've definitely got a lot of support from the club now, which is brilliant. Although we are self-funded, the club do back us an awful lot, and we've got the right people involved at the minute, I think, to push us forward.
Yeah, and obviously not just with ladies football at Stoke-on-Trent, across the board, obviously the restructuring of the Super League and everything, it's a bright future for women's football in general, isn't it?
Yeah, I think obviously the broadcasting on the ITV and the BBC's pushed women's football forward. The Olympics was brilliant. It obviously broadcast over to all over the world what women's football is about, and that it can be, acknowledged at a certain level, and I think that's obviously been a massive contribution towards where we are today.
I actually read an article yesterday from Sport for England about the rise in women's football, and apparently 156,000 women play football every week in England, with an extra 50,000 expected with the Super League. Now, what makes the women's game stand out from the men's game for you?
I think for me, obviously the men's game, and there's a lot of financial implications in there. It's a business, very much so. A lot of clubs view it as a business. The women's game, obviously, as I've just said previously, it's self-funded, so all the girls that play, it's because of pure passion and desire for the game. It's their desire to turn out to training. We pay to play. That's how passionate we feel about football, that we're willing to pay out of our own money to go and play and be a part of football.
And in terms of Stoke City Ladies themselves, unbeaten on the road so far this season, near the top of the table. Do you reckon a title challenge is in order?
I wouldn't say a title challenge. I think, said previously in other interviews, we've said that we wanted to stay in this league, and that's always been our primary aim, with a top 5 finish. I think was the expectation this year. We're going to try push for a top 5 finish, which is well within our grasp, I think.
And obviously you mentioned the fund, the £10,000 per year just to stay in the league, and you'll pay subs yourselves, so financially, like you say, it's self-funded. So events like these are massive, aren't they?
Definitely. Nights like tonight mean that we can carry on playing. Without nights like tonight, without the backing of the club, without different fundraising events, there is no Stoke City Ladies. That's as simple. That's what it comes down to, basically. Unfortunately, it does come down to money and funding, as much as we wouldn't like it to, perhaps. But there are certain, especially travelling away games, and there are different now financial implications to where we play. Which means we now need to fundraise and create our own funds. So
what's the plan over the next few years for Stoke City Ladies then?
I think pushing forward, everybody's long-term goal is a Super League bid. We'd obviously love to be playing Super League football, although we are a long way off there now. It is our long-term target, I believe. So we're going to work towards that, carry on progressing, carry on developing young kids into the game, into the women's game, and continue to I think if we continue to do what we're doing now and continue to do the right things, we'll push towards that Super League bid.
And finally, I'm going to talk to a few of the men about this exact same question. It's a mastermind evening, so who's the smartest member of the Stoke City Ladies team, and on the contrary, who's the worst, who's the least intelligent?
I'm going to go for Terry, for experience, and I'm going to put a massive clanger now. I'm going to go for Wayne as the
least intelligent.
Yeah, the least intelligent. That's where I'm going to put my money.